Hey there guys, it's been a while, hasn't it? Today I'm going to give you more of a comparison video than any sort of review. This is a question I've been asked a lot, is what's the difference in sound, feel, and quality of a maple neck on a guitar and a rosewood neck on a guitar. So I'm going to run down the differences, show you the sound differences, and just the stuff that you can clearly see, and then I'm going to go more into detail about the stuff that it might be a little bit harder to see, maybe if you're newer to guitars, or you just maybe have less of an ear for what kind of tone and type of wood on your neck can change. For this, I'm avoiding running through any pedals to keep the tone as pure as I can, but just for volume's sake, I'm just running through a Boss CS3 compressor sustainer, just so we don't get any like really bad feedback or anything. But yeah, let's get started. We're going to start off with my 70s Stratocaster. It's got a maple neck on it. I have 3 Strats, but one of them has a humbucker, so that would kind of throw it off when it comes to tone. So I've got my 70s Strat here with 3 single coils, and then I've got a standard Strat here from 2011 that has a rosewood neck on it. It wasn't originally like that. It was originally maple, but I swapped it, and that's got 3 single coils as well. So, and again, to keep the tone as generic, well, not generic, but pure as it can, I'm only playing on the neck and middle pickup. I have the tone up, but I'm doing that to keep the tone as even as I can to give you the best comparison. So let's go. On maple necks, it's actually subject to change a lot. Because on this one, it has a glossy finish on the back of the neck and on the fingerboard, but you'll see some that are more oil-based or natural finished that feel a bit more like rosewood than this would, but it still has the tonal qualities of maple, which is usually a bit brighter and twangier. So it does have a bit of pop to it, but that's also kind of a bit with the way I have my amp set. But the tone is a bit brighter, a bit twangier than you will find on rosewood. Maple necks are often really preferred by like blues artists and a lot of classic rock artists, but not always. You know, people who play Les Pauls almost always have rosewood necks, and that's a common rock and roll instrument as well. But if you look at people like Eric Clapton, Buddy Guy, you'll see the guys from the Rolling Stones. They almost always have maple necks. Ron Wood, a lot of his Strats, his main Strat, his Sunburst one, has a maple neck. And Johnny Lang and a bunch of other people. But then there's people like Stevie Ray Vaughan, Johnny Lang when he pulls out his Les Paul, who use rosewood necks. So it's more or less a matter of, you know, what you prefer. But maple necks generally are a bit better for bending notes. A lot of people will say that because more often than not it'll have a gloss finish to it, so the string kind of slides across the neck a bit better. Like I said, it's supposed to have a bit of a brighter, more snappy kind of tone. I personally prefer maple, but that's because I'm more of a blues musician than anything. But it is more of a preference thing. There's no better type of neck. But the only complaint that a lot of rosewood users have against maple is that a lot of rosewood users feel that because there's a natural feel on the fingerboard of most rosewood necks, that makes you be able to play a bit faster. I don't think so. I play as quickly on this one as I do on either of my rosewood Strats. But that pretty much wraps up the maple. This is how they originally were. They were like that in '54 up to today, but there were time periods where it was more rosewood than maple, and when it comes to like lower end guitars, it's still like that now, where rosewood is more common for it. Yeah. Alright, now we're going to move on to a rosewood neck Stratocaster. Right, now we're moving on to Rosewood. Like I said, this is a Japanese Strat. It's a Fender Japanese standard Strat that I say it's from 2011, but it's kind of a mishmash. I threw this guitar together with like a bunch of other from a bunch of guitars. Like the pickups came out of a Strat from 2011. The neck is a Mighty Mite, and the body was made in Japan. So, like I said, I kind of chucked it all together, but I love it. But nonetheless, it does have a Rosewood neck. And I don't know if you can tell, but the tone is more mellow. It's a little bit like, it's not really softer, but it's, I'd say a bit chunkier, a bit fatter. Rosewood does have a very unique feel, though, as compared to maple. On Rosewood guitars, normally, like I said, the fingerboard and very often the neck is unfinished, or at least oil-based, so it feels more natural, rather than like really glossy. And because the big complaint about like gloss neck guitars is that your hand sticks to it. I don't press my hand that hard against the neck, so I don't really have that problem. But I mean, it all depends on how you play. Like I said, there are a few artists who do extensively use Rosewood necks. John Mayer, Robert Cray, Johnny Lang uses a Les Paul on occasion, so you'll see him pull one out on occasion. Stevie Ray Vaughan, my favorite guitarist of all time, Stevie Ray Vaughan, used a Rosewood neck. It is a very nice sounding neck. Like I said, it's more of a preference thing, but if you're looking for more of kind of a chunky, more, I would say all-purpose neck, Rosewood is probably the way to go. I'd say it's more versatile than maple is. But if you're looking for more of, like, if you really want that really bright, slappy, twangy tone, you should probably get a maple neck guitar. But the neck only plays part of the role in the tone. The other part, comes from what the body of your guitar is made of. What kind of pickups you have in. How good your amp is, or what type of amp you have. Whatever pedals you run through. All that will make a big difference. But the type of neck definitely, more than anything, changes the way that you play. Because, like I said, they feel, like these two necks feel extremely different. Because this one is totally 100% natural, there's no finish whatsoever. They're actually, originally, on this neck, it was oil-based. And I sanded all that off. Just because on Rosewood necks, I really like the feel of just a straight-up, unfinished neck. And Rosewood works great for every genre, as does maple, but Rosewood I just feel is a bit more all-purpose, but still for what I play I prefer maple. But the biggest thing though that should change what you get is definitely what you're looking for, though. As I said earlier. Yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up, guys. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna try to be putting out more videos soon. Hopefully, I'll be doing a comparison between single coil and humbuckers soon. I'll probably be using this Strat and my other Strat because they both have Rosewood necks and they both have Fender pickups, so it'll be very comparable. Yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe. I don't know if I've already said that. I probably have. Still, do it. And I will see you guys later. Thank you.